Let's see if it actually works this time. Might work. Might work. It might not work. It could work. It could work. Or it could not. One of the two. It's thinking about it. Says, let me think about this for a second, and there we are! Finally. Greetings, everyone. Greetings, and welcome back. I gotta take off these headphones. Welcome back, everybody, and thank you for coming along. Bear here, 29-year veteran. Look at this. Look at these woods back here. Finally got some sun coming out, finally. Welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Actually going to be the last video of 2020. That's right. That's it. No more after that. Well, actually, there's going to be one more after this. I think we're gonna do a sunset video after this. Depends on if it gets uploaded in time. We'll see. But the last live show of the year. And hey there, P Money. How you doing? Good to have some people in here. I tried to get this thing started, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That's kind of the thing when some people say borrow, some people might say steal the Wi-Fi from the neighbor, and you know what? It's kind of hit or miss. So kind of hit or miss sometimes, but that's all right. That's what we do here. So we're actually going to be kind of wrapping up kind of all this stuff. Well, we'll get into this later. We'll get in kind of the channel stuff in just a little bit, but we're gonna kind of enjoy ourselves here for just a little while. Got Foreign Agent up here. Might talk about that for just a little bit, and talked about that when we did the oh, for crying out loud. YouTube, I tell you what. All right. Not sure if this is going to work as far as YouTube's coming along, but we'll see. We'll see how it all pans out here. Yes. All right, I'm gonna wait for just a second because I've actually got a poor stream status. So let's see. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain true streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Well, I apologize, everybody, if it's buffering. Once again, that's the kind of the downside of shall we say borrowing the neighbor's Wi-Fi. You can't really kind of go over there sometimes and say, hey, turn the antenna a little bit closer this way, because we're trying to do some YouTube stuff. So, you know what? We'll make it work, though. That's how we do it. Once again, apologize if it is stuttering. Yes, indeed. Thank you, P Money. Greetings right back at you. Yeah, that's right. And he says he just liked and shared. You know what? That's what we all should do, is like and share. That's right, like and share. All right. Well, you know what? We've got a bunch of stuff. Actually, it's been gosh, I want to say about a month or so before we did our last live stream. So, there we go. It's back up. I think it's back up here. So, like he said, about a month since he kind of did his last live stream. So, it's been a little while. Oh boy. You know what? A lot of people kind of do the sort of wrap up year in review stuff. Well, Bear's actually got a number of stories here all ready to go, kind of from the last month or so. So, not necessarily kind of year in review stuff, but hey, somebody, if I can kind of get to that. Sorry if I missed some stuff in the chat. I'm trying to figure all this stuff out. Actually, I just updated OBS, so I'm still trying to figure out some of this stuff here as far as everything goes. There we go. All right, there we go. We're going to start off with a good, kind of a happy news. Man mauled to death by pet hippo he described as like a son. Yes. Victim said he had a relationship with the most dangerous animal in Africa. Yes. And there he is, riding the hippo. Yes. Actually, he's got kind of a smile on his face there. I think he's enjoying that. I'm not sure about the hippo so much, but there we are. Anyways, I forget who wrote this. Bradford Benz. At our, Fox News. I tell you what, they're kind of hit or miss these days. A South African farmer was reportedly mauled to death on Sunday by his pet hippo, which he had previously referred to as like a son to me. Marius Ellis, who lived in the Free State province of South Africa, was found dead in a river, having been bitten repeatedly by the animal. Probably because he was riding on the animal's back there and, probably could use a little bit of a weight loss. A little bit of a weight loss there. I'm talking about the human there, not the hippo. Ellis, all right, I believe that's his name. Ellis, 40, had adopted the hippo, whom he named Humphrey, when it was found as a calf earlier this year. Footage of Ellis riding the more than 2,000-pound beast went viral. I think it's a lot larger than 2,000 pounds, actually. Continue. The South African said that Humphrey had responded to his calls, enjoyed playing with him, and that he would even brush the hippo's teeth. Kind of getting prepared for the meal, I suppose. That's a little bit dangerous, but I trust him with my heart that he will not harm anybody. Ellis said, according to the Daily Mirror, I can swim with him. I go in the water. He allows me to get on his back. I don't know if he allowed him to get on his back or not. And I ride him like a horse. He swims with me, he says. He's like a son, except for when that son is more overweight than you are and can kind of bite you and kill you in the river. Yes, but other than that, like a son. The ambulance spokesman told the Daily Mirror that paramedics found Ellis immersed in a river and had been bitten several times by the animal. It was unclear how long he might have remained in the river. There's a relationship between me and Humphrey, and that's what some people, they just don't understand. Ellis reportedly said they think you can only have a relationship with a dog or a cat and domestic animals. But I have a relationship with the most dangerous animal in Africa. Yes. And I think I actually saw up here a camel spotted shopping at Bath and Body Works with Odor in Nevada. So there you go. Kind of a support camel, if you will. And I don't know, maybe a support hippo, if you will. Bears aren't support animals. If anybody's interested there. So that's kind of the good news story of the day. Let me just double check here and make sure everything is up and running and we have an excellent stream here. Yes. Oh, thank you, P Money. I appreciate you representing my area of the wood by showing a polar bear. Yes. I actually let me kind of go back to that. I just wanted to see if our stream was still active here. There. Let's see. I think we're yes. Actually, let me go to it here because get out of this. Pardon me. I've got to figure out this OBS here. Let's see, it's display capture, right? Yeah. All right, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so got the old polar bear. Of course he's drinking his nice Coca-Cola. Bear's actually got his Coca-Cola here as well. There we are. It's from Mexico. The Mexican Coke, and he's got it in his. There we are. The Roadkill Cafe. There we are. Yes, that's right. Poor animal right there. Anyways, enough of that jibber jabber. But you're welcome, P Money. I sure hope you appreciate it. Yes. All right, let me just double check and make sure everything's excellent here. All right. Not that strange. I would go shopping with you, Bear. Yes. Only for salmon. Yes. I noticed there's a lot to talk about. Bitcoin lately. Need to get on that salmon coin. Yes. All right, let me get out to that and go back here because, oh my gosh, I'll tell you what, I've got plenty. I've got stories upon stories here. So let me see, oops, I'm not showing it. Come on, Bear. There we are. All right. There we are. I like to do kind of some of these stories here because, they're all so funny, but, kind of waiting on some people to come in. We're going to talk about Foreign Agent here in just a moment here, but we've got more things like Bear destroyed a local college, and that's from our friends at Kiro, Kiro7. I'm not sure where that is, but they're local, live, and in-depth. Yes, indeed. Kind of like Bear. Well, not really local, but, bears are known to love honey. But nothing, actually, that's true. Bears are known. But nothing could have braced the owners of the Bees and the Burbs for the bear attack that decimated roughly 20 beehives. And really, you couldn't have braced yourself for that. Come on, people. We've heard stories about this happening, but never to us, said Kaylee Holcomb. She should name her name Honeycomb. Marketing manager for the Maple Valley business. Holcomb and her dad said the cost of billing back with nearly a $20,000 price tag. The cost is bad, but the real pain is the loss of a teaching tool. The hives have been part of a partnership with the Green River College to teach beekeepers the best practices and to do research. Yes. And they were trying to use the hives for researching on overwintering bees. Yes, during the winter months, honeybees retreat to the hives, much like a bear, actually. Retreat to the hives to form a cluster. They eat honey to stay alive and vibrate to raise the temperature inside a hive. Again, much like a bear. The hives attacked by the bears were part of a years-long project. Yes, it was. There we are. Anyways, the hive had between 80 and 100 pounds of honey, meaning the bears gobbled up roughly a metric ton of honey before anybody figured out. A pretty impressive job, given the fact that they got through an electric fence to make it through the honey. That's right. No, you can't keep a bear away from his honey, not even an electric fence. That's right. It says, well, the loss is frustrating. Either the business or the professor seems to blame the bears. Though they plan to build back, they're going to need time and money. In addition to the wooden frames that the bears reduced to kindling, hundreds of thousands of bees were killed or displaced. And they've got actually a GoFundMe. So if you want to replace some honeycombs, there you are. All right, I need to, pardon me, just double check here, make sure. Oh, for crying out loud, no data. I tell you what. Okay, all right. Well, it looks like we're back. All right. There we go. P. Bunny says, just hopefully shopping with you doesn't result in me getting eaten. Well, if there's plenty of salmon to spare, then I think we're okay. All right. Once more. Actually, I want to go to this one because we're kind of on the sort of food topic here. Let's see, this is the New York Times. Oh boy, the New York Times. Singapore approves a lab-grown meat product, a global first. The approval for a U.S. startup's cultured chicken product is a small victory for the nascent laboratory's meat industry. Less clear is whether other countries will follow. Well, I don't know. That looks appetizing. Yeah, there we go. That's a handout photograph showing a dish made with lab-grown chicken in Singapore. There you are. So ask for it by name. Yes. First meat came from farms and forests. I tell you what, people, you better stay out of the forest. Then it came from factories. Most recently, entrepreneurs have been making it from plants. And that's kind of one of the themes here with kind of Bears live streams. Is we've been kind of talking about a lot of this stuff. How they kind of will make it out of plants or kind of grow it in a lab. We did something with the 3D, I believe it was KFC. So there you are. There you are. Got to take a little sip of the Coca-Cola. Yes. I gotta say otherwise people don't know that you're drinking anything, and they think you're kind of pausing or have walked away, something like that. Maybe the live stream came out. I don't know. All right. Some have wondered whether there's a more advanced approach. Could meat be grown in a laboratory from existing cells? That effort has faced multiple challenges, from skepticism over something that comes from a lab to questions about what governments might think. Well, actually, the biggest question is, what does it taste like, I think. But other than that, the nascent laboratory meats industry won a small victory Wednesday on that last point, as an American startup became the first to win government's approval in this case, an announcement by the city-state of Singapore to sell the fruit of its labs to the public in the form of cultured chicken. Not like that uncultured chicken, always, the cultured chicken walks around with shoes on and everything, I suppose, and maybe a nice little tie or something. The company, Eat Just, is based in San Francisco, of course, and describes its products as real high-quality meat created directly from animal cells for safe human consumption. And they said approved the product for sale as an ingredient in chicken nuggets. That's right. So if you go out sometime and order some chicken nuggets, chances are it may be made in a lab. You never know. This is a historic moment in the food system. Well, we've been eating meat for thousands of years, and every time we've eaten meat, we've had to kill an animal. Until now. That's right. It's going to come back on you, humans, I tell you what. The world's first regulatory approval for cultivated meat product. This lady says, anyone in this field would know that this is the world's first because everyone has been waiting. I don't know. Have we been waiting and trying to lobby and fight for it for the past few years? Yes, I've been fighting for chicken grown in a lab. There's a lot of things to kind of lay down your arms for, but chicken grown in a lab, that's something we got to fight for. Yes, looks like there's Singapore there. And it goes on. Talkity talk. I don't know. Anyways, I just saw that kind of as an interesting thing there. I suppose if you go to Singapore, you might get your chicken made in a lab. In the United States, the Food and Drug Administration approval is not required for most new ingredients. Holy cow! Including imitation meat developed by vegan food brands. Companies can hire consultants to run tests, and they have no obligation to inform the agency of their findings, a process known as self-affirmation. Bear tries to have a little self-affirmation sometimes. That's interesting. I didn't know that. So they could actually kind of bring it here, and you never know. This is why Bear eats in the wild. You can kind of guarantee that the stuff. Well, I don't know. I don't know anymore if we can guarantee it, but I think 90% chance that it's not made in a lab. Yes. And of course, it always gets back. It always gets back to global warming. Livestock accounts for around 14.5% of the world's greenhouse gas emissions each year, roughly equivalent to the emissions from all cars, trucks, airplanes, and ships combined. Well, there you go, people. Drive your SUV. Per gram of protein, cattle can have more of an impact than pork, chicken, or egg production, largely because they belch up methane, a potent plant-warming gas. And I think we had a previous live stream where we actually kind of talked about that, where they were going to capture and kind of sequester cow farts. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see. Let me just double check here and make sure that the live stream is still live streaming and not screwed up. And it looks like we're here. All right, good. All right, there we are, back. We've got one more story here, kind of interesting here, I don't know, maybe kind of round out our kind of stories here. Yes. All right, let's get to it here. It is, let me see if I can get to it here. Federal grant, $6.9 million to develop smart toilet that identifies your anal print. Yes. And this is by Michael W. Chapman. I'm sure in one of his best stories ever. Yes, thank you, Matt. All right. This is from CNS News. Let me drag some Coca-Cola here. Yeah. In his latest report on federal government waste, a project he completes every year, talking about Senator Rand Paul, and he found a smart toilet. Yes, indeed. As explained, researchers at Stanford University used nearly $7 million in funds granted through the National Cancer Institute, which is part of the NIH, to create a so-called smart toilet. And here it is. I'm sure the man is contemplating where he's going to get his next lab-grown chicken from, and he's sitting on the commode, doing some thinking there. The purpose of the toilet is to develop easily deployable hardware and software for the long-term analysis of a user's extria through data collection and models of human health. Each user of the toilet is identified through their fingerprint and through distinctive features of their aderum, their bunghole, and the data is securely stored and analyzed in an encrypted server. I tell you what a nice researcher to be able to go through all that data and looking at the aneurysm, the bunghole. The toilet operates with artificial intelligence. I'm sure that's going to be the one that kills us all. Including 3 cameras, including 1 video camera. It features a urinalysis strip. According to the Festivus report, the toilet's AI collects the health data and then stores it in a digital cloud system. And there it is. You can see it right there with the cameras and the little number 2 there floating around. For it to work, the user would sit on the toilet and the hardware's 3 cameras would use biometric identifiers to securely associate the collected data with the user's identity, such as fingerprinting and a distinctive method of using anal creases, referred here to as the anal print. There we go. So you put your thumb on the toilet and it checks you out there, and I'm sure some facial recognition as well, and then of course it's got your plug hole to kind of tie it all together there. That's right. The toilet would use fingerprint technology and a photo of the user's nether regions to identify the user. And the toilet's in-bowl video camera would track various metrics, including the time between sitting and the first bowel movement and other metrics relevant to bowel health. And maybe, how many characters on Twitter you're typing. Although the technology apparently is designed to help monitor a person's health, Senator Paul's report notes that no matter how good the technology is at achieving its goal, nobody is going to use a toilet that has three cameras and takes a video of the user's anal print to identify the user, never mind the one that stores the data on a digital cloud that hackers could access. I don't know if hackers would want to access that or not. Fools on you, hackers, because that's exactly what you would want, right? A photo of you like the floating around in the cloud. Yes. Let's see. In a concluding statement on this $7 million item, Senator Paul says, I'll leave it to the research to explain to those afflicted how these illnesses and their loved ones, why they used NCI money intended to develop non-invasive cancer screening processes to design a toilet that nobody will use anyways. And there he is, kind of scolding everybody about that. What the heck, people? A camera in your toilet. There you are. So we've kind of came full circle there. I think so. I think we have gone this button. Go back. There we are. Let's see if this thing is still up and running here. Nope, not running at all. Let's see. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. And there it goes. No data. Let's see. I don't think this is working. Let's see. Okay, I think this thing got cut off. Let's see. Bear with Bear for just one moment here while let's see if we can figure this out. Let's see. Oh, okay. Poor setting. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so it does look like I'm kind of cutting in and out here. Well, that's no good. Okay, I'm asking P Money if the stream is okay for him. Let's see, because right now I am getting poor or no signal. And it is buffering like heck on me here. So I apologize, people. I do apologize if it is not working for you guys. I really do. Let's see. Is it back? I keep getting kicked off here. So if it is not working, then I'm going to have to probably... Yeah, it's shutting down. Dang it. Dang it, people. I wanted to get a foreign agent here. I tell you what. Yeah, I think the stream is not doing well here. Let's see. If we So hopefully the text comes through when somebody is able to see that, because otherwise I think it is not going to work for me, and I apologize about that. I do. Yeah. It does not look like this is working very well. Let's see. Let's see. I don't think it is functioning very well here. No. Okay. All right. If anybody can hear me, which they can't because it is no data. Let me see if I can do this number. No. This is a poor stream. Bear, you're giving a poor stream, aren't you? Aren't you? All right, everybody. I think with it just doing kind of a poor video quality, I think I'm going to have to cut it here. Yeah, it keeps kicking me out, everybody. I apologize. If you guys hear this, I'm gonna probably have to end it here because here. All right, so I just put in the chat if it will go. Let me see. Yeah, this is not working for me, folks. I apologize for it. I hope everybody has a good day here, and we might try to pick it up tomorrow and see if it'll work then. And if not, have a happy holidays and happy New Year, and we'll see you next time, everybody. Once again apologize for everything, and like I said, we'll try this tomorrow and see if it kind of works a little bit better. All right, everybody, take care. Bye-bye.